Ms. Chaturvedi, let's look at what happened in Maharashtra post 2019. And I'm asking this as someone who stays in this state, as someone who's witnessed whatever has played out right from the 2019 election results, where you had the whole early morning swearing in, then you had Mr. Thackeray joining hands with the NCP and Congress forming the Maha Aghadi coming to power. Then Mr. Shinde going away with some MPs in 2022, MPs and MLAs, and then forming the government. What do you make of this mess in Maharashtra? What does it mean? Do you think people of Maharashtra have accepted what has panned out in the last 5 years? We're almost heading to another assembly election in a couple of months from now. Do you think people have really accepted what has happened across the board, across involving the major political parties in Maharashtra?
Okay, so let me answer that in two steps. First step, unbroken Shiv Sena, going along with the Congress and the NCP and forming the government. And the BJP trying its desperate best to bring in a person who was accused of 70,000 crore worth of corruption for an early morning swearing in, right? Then we went on to form our government, a new alliance in place and a new government in place and new partners in place. If you look at all the opinion polls on Sri Uddhav Balasaheb Thackerayji's chief ministership and leadership, across the country, he was amongst the most popular chief ministers. That I insist is the stamp of approval that people gave to this alliance. And he continues to be the most popular face in the state of Maharashtra, beating even Narendra Modi or Devendra Fadnavis. That is Mr. Uddhav Thackerayji for you. So the first stage was unbroken Shiv Sena going into a new alliance, which got the endorsement of the people of the country, especially the state, because he was amongst the top 5 popular chief ministers across board till the time he was in power. He resigns. He steps down after Bharatiya Janata Party, in its sheer desperation to come to power, splits the very party that has handheld them for past 25 years to be what they are in the state of Maharashtra. And it is a known fact, history's witness to Mr. Mahajan and Mr. Munde working together with Balasaheb Thackerayji from zero presence to the presence that they boast of today. But by their sheer cunning and sheer lust for power, made them break a party. They did their best. They undermined the constitution. They undermined the democracy. The Supreme Court has come down heavily. Forget my words. Supreme Court has come down heavily against their whatever moves that they were trying to do. People did not appreciate that. People also did not appreciate when Bharatiya Janata Party then broke away NCP and again brought the 70,000 crore man into their fold. He's got a clean sheet now. There's no ED, no CBI, no income tax going after him. And many such several netas who went along with Mr. Shinde or for that matter, Mr. Ajit Pawar. What did BJP gain out of this? BJP only gained notoriety and shamelessness, and that is why people have given them a slap on their face. And that is where it stands today. People will stand by those who were truly working for the cause of Maharashtra, vis-a-vis those who were lusting for power, and in their lust for power, were willing to do everything unethical to get back to power. My second question to you is, now that you asked me these and I've answered this, my second question to you is, Bharatiya Janata Party, by the virtue of a new alliance coming in place, they were made to sit in the opposition. Okay, single largest party, but in the opposition. I recall Pramod Mahajanji's famous parliamentary speech that we sit in the opposition, though we are in the single largest party. And yet Pramod Mahajanji and at that point in time Atal Bihari Vajpayee did no desperate moves to try and unseat those who were in power. They could have waited for 5 years. They would have allowed the government to work. Maybe people of the state would have sympathized with the BJP. But the true mask of BJP is now out in the faces of the people. That they will do anything in their lust for power. They will break parties. They will come to power. They will, the people they were making corruption charges against, whether it's Ashok Chavan, whether it is Ajit Pawar, they will bring them all in just to be in power. So that is where it stands. And that is where BJP stands today. And in the upcoming Vidhan Sabha election, by the sheer blessings of people, the sheer love of the people of the state, we are emphatically going to be coming back with a historic winning margin.
You spoke about people's mandate. If we look at the result post 2019, that was the time when the BJP and Shiv Sena fought together and in alliance got the number of seats. many would also point out that, look, all said and done, it was Mr. Thackeray who began this whole mess of jumping, breaking alliances, and then jumping. Of course, this happened again. What we
Oh
saw,
my God. I'm sorry.
total
Please
different
don't ask
version.
me
So
questions. Please don't ask me questions which come via BJP's narrative. I have already answered that over the 5 years. If your question is going to be, oh, BJP, Shiv Sena started, okay, so let me begin with giving you some history lessons. The pre-poll alliance that came into place with the Shiv Sena and BJP. If you remember, 2014, we didn't contest together. Do you remember?
yes,
We didn't contest together. Shiv Sena did exceedingly well, even without the BJP. And it was the BJP which came to the Shiv Sena to come back and, form an alliance and, come to power. We did that. 2019, before the pre-poll alliance and the Lok Sabha discussions were happening, Amit Shah visited Matoshri, and Amit Shah was categorically told that if you're discussing Lok Sabha, let's also have the discussion on assembly. And for 5 years, we have been sitting without asking for a chief minister role, but we would want 2.5 years, 2.5 years. Mr. Amit Shah, in his wisdom at that point in time, had agreed to it. But if those who backstab their own pre-poll alliances, then I'm sorry, we are a political party. We are going to take decisions which need to be taken. We are not here to do Ji Hazuri of Bharatiya Janata Party. While Bharatiya Janata Party can form an alliance with PDP in Kashmir, it will not be questioned. JJP in Haryana, it will not be questioned. Ajit Pawar, it will not be questioned. But Uddhav Sahib Thackeray decided to do this. Yes, we decided to do this. We decided to do this simply because it is the Bharatiya Janata Party which does not respect its alliance partners. It eats up its own alliance partners. They did this with Chirag Paswan. It's a shame that Chirag Paswan continues to be with them despite facing all the humiliation possible. They have done this with Shiromani Akali Dal. They have done this with AIADMK. They tried to do this with us. We thwarted that attempt. So they have split a party. We will struggle afresh, but we will win the mandate and love of the people. So don't ask me questions which are BJP's narrative, and I have been answering for past 5 years. You can go back to all my earlier interviews, to know what really it was.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.